Live from this very cool looking building drone shot, welcome to the second annual Bjorn Does Movies Writing Contest. Now here's your host, the one and only Bjorn.
Hello everyone. Please stop. Stop cheering. It's alright. You can stop now. Stop. Seriously, stop. God, you people. Sorry about that. Welcome back to the second annual Bjorn Does Movies Writing Contest. I'm your host, Bjorn. Voted most handsome YouTuber who specifically writes and reads full scripts pertaining to superhero scripts. I was voted second place in that category. Pretty good this year. We're gonna beat Nando next year. We got him on the ropes. Sorry, I'm not in my fancy suit. I actually had a impromptu shotgun wedding to bride from the Ukraine. Natalie is she's very lovely. I'm married now. It was a very, very impromptu thing. But my point is, my suit is at the tailor. We do this contest every year, specifically last year, and the Webster's Dictionary defines a writing contest as a competition between two or more people pertaining to their skill and proficiency at writing. And I really think that gets to the core of what a writing contest is when you really break it all down. I mean, I think that really gets to about all of it, right? All right, look, y'all know how this works. This is a contest. You're writing a script. It's the same as last year. I'm going to throw some numbers up on the screen. These numbers, these are the start time, it's today, and the end time. That is the end time. That is how long you have. Notice, that's more time than last year. Last year was an experiment. I didn't know what I was doing. In fact, there's been some rule changes from last year because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. It was bad. It was real bad. I was in those trenches, guys. You don't want to know what I saw. Ugh. Look, some of y'all didn't follow the directions last year and your scripts got disqualified. That's a straight up fact. So I'm going to make sure I make it very clear. Supposed to be talking to this. Whoops. Make it very clear that everyone understands the rules before we continue. But that is our end time. That's our end date. That's when the contest ends. You have till then to submit your finished scripts, which we'll get into the details on that later, to this email address. Whoa, what an email address that is. That's crazy. Now, the theme this year, it's not superheroes like last year. That was a one-year theme. We're not keeping that theme every year. This year, as I announced like a day or two ago on my Discord server, is fantasy. Now, fantasy is easily the most varied genre I think there is. It can be almost anything. It has to be fantastical, whimsical. You're not limited to medieval times, ancient Roman times. You could go like feudal Japan fantasy. You can do Wild West, like Weird West fantasy, like Deadlands. You can go for powder punk, steampunk, contemporary fantasy like Harry Potter. Fantasy typically involves magic, but it doesn't have to. We all know what fantasy is. Now, here's what fantasy isn't for the sake of this contest. No superheroes. You know me. I know the superhero genre. If you try to write me a superhero script and slip it by, I'm gonna know. Don't do it. I am the fantasy connoisseur. This is my favorite genre. You're not gonna trick me with this, so don't try it. No superhero scripts. I know you little turds. I know what you're up to. Some other rule changes. Look, last year there were some hiccups, specifically with the rolling out of the prizes. Now, the prize, as last year, is a bottle of Thai sweet chili sauce. I would show it to you, but I haven't actually harvested the chilies yet, so it's not quite ready yet. But when I make the batch, I'll send pictures out on the channel. So, here's the deal. Last year, we had a winner from England. Very cool. Very exciting. I didn't know I had fans outside the United States. I'm going to be entirely honest. I sometimes forget that non-freedom enjoyers exist. They're just out there. Very bizarre. Now, I have not shipped him his bottle of Thai chili sauce yet. And that's a bad thing. I'm well aware. Look, we ran into some complications. I sent him an email saying, hey, it's going to be hard to ship to outside the United States food products. I was literally about to cave and just send him 50 more bucks. I already sent him his prize money, but the deal was I realized, oh shit, I found a way to maybe do it. Now, even the prizes to the winners in the United States were difficult because I realized I was going to have to dox myself. Apparently, there was a guy called the Unabomber. I don't know if any of y'all have heard of this. wild. But because of him, you have to send your address and full name anywhere you send people to. So I was literally panicking. I was like, I don't want to send my address to y'all, to you animals. I don't know what y'all are going to do with that. Some of y'all might be the Unabomber for all I know. I don't want to find out. So I bought a P.O. box at a town about 2 hours from mine. I literally went this far. This is true. And I realized that I could just like put a fake name on there. I put like my first legal first name and then Bjorn. And I'd already go by my first name on the Massacast. So that slipped by. So I know one person for sure got their prize. I think the other guy did because it didn't get sent back. The London guy, I've still got your sauce. It's been kept refrigerated. It's perfectly fine. It can actually be shelf stable too, so it doesn't even matter. I'm trying one final Hail Mary on yours. So if you're watching this, man, I'm sorry you haven't gotten your sauce yet. I was about to send you an email, and then I found something that was like, oh, this might be it. I may have found a way to get you your sauce. So if you receive it in the next couple of weeks, you know I got it to you. Otherwise, I'm gonna Venmo you or send you another gift card the same way I sent you the first one. I'm super sorry about that. But to digress all of this, clearly no winners for Thai chili sauce outside of the United States. If you are outside the United States, you're welcome to participate in the contest. Here's the deal. I will send you like a signed something. We'll work some other prize out, and I'll send you an extra bit of money. I'll send you extra cash. That's just straight up how it's going to be. And let's say you don't want the bottle of Thai chili sauce and you want the extra cash and you're in the United States. You're welcome to do that. Although that Thai chili sauce is it's scrumptious. I'll tell you what, it's really, really delicious. Okay, so all that said, if you're outside the United States and not in the United States protectorate area, I'm sorry, guys. I can't send that sauce to you. It was like a huge fucking headache. Y'all have no idea. This has been a disaster. So that's all the technicalities out of the way. The genre is fantasy. So, like last year, there's certain things you have to include in your script. You have to include at least 3 of these things in your script. I can't remember if it was 2 or 3 last year, but we decided on 3. And we have 2 returning things from last year. 2 of the ones we thought were the most interesting are returning. So, your themes this year, themes, locations, characters, for your fantasy script are returning from last year, an aquarium. Now this could be some kind of magic aquarium kept up with magic or in floating bubbles or something whimsical like that. Or it could be a contemporary aquarium if you're doing like a Harry Potter-esque like modern fantasy sort of thing. Loyalty. Now this is replacing deception as a theme. Your script should have a very obvious theme of loyalty. Now it has to be pretty obtuse. You can't have a character go, I am loyal, and then think that's going to count. Loyalty has to be a theme within the script. It's easy, guys. Loyalty is easy. I figured this one's pretty easy. A jungle. This is a jungle. Just include a jungle. Make it a notable location. Don't mention it for one line. It has to appear in 1 or more scenes. Make it part of the world. I don't know. It's jungle. It's pretty straightforward. Returning from last year, a disease. A disease can be a theme or a physical like illness or something else. A magical disease. You can go all kinds of different directions with this. This one is very specific, but it's kind of a cool idea we popped up with. A city carved from bone. This is a location, very likely. I guess you could have a character who is a city carved from bone, but I don't know why you would. That's an option for you, I guess. This next one is kind of close to one we had last year, but it's not the same. A possessed object or person. This can be either an object or a character. I guess it could be a theme, too, if you really want to stretch it, but I don't know why you would. And then lastly, a fisherman can be a character, a job, but I guess if it's a job, a character has that job. So it's a character, a fisherman. All right, again, once you have written your scripts, please submit them to bjorndoesmovies@gmail.com so I can see them. I will see your scripts. Now, your scripts will be judged on 4 categories, same as last year. Dialogue, story, characters, and creativity. Judges will be the same, all the same. So, dialogue. It's dialogue. Write good dialogue and you will get points. You'll get points. Story. Tell a good story and you'll get points. Characters. Make your characters interesting. Breathe them life. I want them to feel like real people. I want to cry when they cry and laugh when they laugh. I don't want to laugh at them when they're being sad. You've messed something up if you're doing that. So don't do that. And creativity. This is sort of, we were kind of confused with this category last year. We're going to narrow it in. If your story is really creative, it just oozes off the page. You've all seen something, you're like, wow, this is really creative. But for creativity in this category, it's going to be judged in two ways. One, is the overall story and like sort of idea and things happening in it creative? And two, do you use the set themes, the three set themes you have to use? Do you use those creatively? Are they a creative spin on what we sort of suggest here? A lot of them are very open-ended. So that's that's sort of what you're being judged on in that category. You'll each receive a scale of 1 to 10 points in those categories. Look, here are some more specific details. We're looking for scripts between 40 and 160 pages. Please don't torture us. Like, we'll probably judge a script longer than that, but don't, please, guys. Guys, please, don't do it. Don't do it to me. I have school. Don't do that to me. 140, 150 pages. Actually, I have written down here no longer than 160 pages. I guess 160 pages is our cutoff point. So no longer than 160 pages. One other thing, guys. Make sure you include those three things. We had to disqualify someone last year because they didn't include the three themes. And that sucks. I don't like disqualifying someone because they put work into it. All right? That sucks. Don't do that. So make sure you include those three things. Even if it's not creative, that's fine. Just, it's better to have a graded script. All right. R-rated scripts are allowed, but let's keep it within reason, guys. We're not looking for X-rated stuff. You can have, like, I guess I'll say like a sex scene or something, but we're not looking for like overly risque stuff. I'm not looking, you know the word I'm trying not to say because of YouTube. You know the word, the one that starts with a P and ends with corn. You know that. You know it. So don't do it, please. Yeah, also, as with last year, whatever you write, you own. We don't own any of it. We have no rights to any of your stuff. You can call this legally binding or whatever. It's your script. We're just giving you some prizes over it. And speaking of those prizes, let's get right into them because we're upping the ante this year. We're bumping the prizes from $100 cash prize to a $200 cash prize for first place. Second place is going to get $75, and third place gets $50. Everyone gets a bottle of Thai chili sauce as long as you're in the continental United States. And yeah, that's really it. That's what we got going. That's the script contest this year. It's fantasy. We're getting whimsical with it. All right. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, this is the cutoff time right here. I'm not doing like any script-based prizes because I don't have anything. Maybe I'll give you a sneak peek at something I'm working on. That'll be a surprise. But oh well. All right. That's really it. That's it. Again, scripts are due by this date to this email. 3 things from this list. I will send the physical list into my Discord. If you have any more questions for me directly, ask in the comments or in the Discord in the link below. Thank you for participating, and good luck. May the best writer win and get that sweet Thai chili sauce and cash prize. Adios. I've been Bjorn.